All right, so this is the strategy that actually made me stop overtrading on weekends. If you've been struggling with OTC assets, random entries, no real system, just watch the next few minutes because I'm going to show you exactly how I use Bollinger Bands on pocket option. Not some textbook explanation. I'm talking about the specific candle I wait for, what I skip, and why most people get this wrong. No indicators stacked on top of indicators, just Bollinger Bands, one simple rule, and patience. Let me show you how it works. But real quick, this is not financial advice. Trading has real risk. Always practice on demo first. Now let's get into it. Okay, so here's my setup. Bollinger Bands, period 20, deviation 2. That's the default. I'm on the 1-minute chart, 3-minute expiry. Nothing else on the chart. Clean and simple. Now let me break down the exact rules I follow. When to buy. Price comes down and touches the lower Bollinger Band. But I don't enter just because it touched. I wait for the candle to close. If that candle closes as a rejection, small body, long wick pushing down away from the band, that's my buy entry. The wick is telling me sellers tried to push lower, but buyers stepped in and said no. That's the bounce I want. See this? Small body, long lower wick, sitting right on the lower band. That's a textbook entry for me. When to sell. Sell side. Exact same logic, just flipped. Upper band, rejection candle with a long wick pointing up, small body. That's my sell entry. Quick and clean. When I skip, if the candle closes fully outside the band, full body beyond it, I don't touch it. That's not a bounce, that's a breakout. Trading against a breakout is how you blow your account. So I simply skip and wait for the next setup. Also, if there's no clear rejection, the candle has no real wick, or the body is too big, I skip that too. If I have to convince myself it's a good trade, it's not a good trade. Now here's the part most people don't think about. When you trade, this matters just as much as how you trade it. This strategy works best on OTC assets during weekends because the price tends to stay in a range. It bounces between the upper and lower bands more often. More bounces means more setups. On trending days, the bands widen and price keeps pushing one direction. That's not ideal for this approach. So the weekend OTC market is where this strategy really shines. I've made a free PDF guide with the exact rules laid out step by step. Grab it from the description, keep it open while you practice. It makes a real difference. Now let me show you a real setup on the chart. I'll point out exactly where I'd enter, where I'd skip, and the one detail that separates a good bounce from a trap. Watch closely. Alright, look at the chart right here. You can see price has been in a strong downtrend. Big red candles pushing lower one after another. Now after that heavy drop, price starts pulling back up. It climbs slowly and reaches near the upper Bollinger Band. Not touching it, but getting close to that zone. And that's where I start paying attention. Now look at this candle carefully. Small body, long wick pointing up. That's the rejection I'm waiting for. Buyers tried to push price higher toward the upper band, but they couldn't hold it there. Sellers came in and pushed it back down. The candle is telling me the pullback is running out of energy. The bounce is getting rejected before it can even reach the upper band. That's actually a stronger signal. It means sellers are so dominant that buyers can't even make it to the band. So I place my sell trade. The rejection candle is confirmed, price is near the upper band zone, and the overall trend is clearly down. I'm not fighting the trend. I'm joining it at the right moment. Entry is in. Now watch what happens after I entered. The first candle after my entry is small. Price is just settling in, nothing dramatic yet. But then, boom. A massive red candle drops straight down. Sellers took full control. That rejection candle I spotted near the upper band, this is exactly what it was warning us about. The pullback was done, and the downtrend just kicked back in with full force. And it doesn't stop there. Right after that big red candle, another red candle follows. Price is falling candle after candle, moving further and further away from my entry point. And there it is. Green checkmark. Trade closed in profit. All right, one trade done. But we're not stopping here. The market is still open, and I'm seeing more setups forming on the chart. So let's keep going and see if we can find another clean entry. Stay with me. All right, now look at this setup. Price has been moving up. You can see the Bollinger Bands are expanding upward, and the candles have been climbing nicely, but then price starts to pull back down. It drops candle by candle and gets close to the lower Bollinger Band. Now this is where I start watching carefully. First, a bearish candle forms near the lower band. But look at it closely. It has a long lower wick. That tells me sellers pushed hard, but couldn't hold price down there. Now most traders would jump in right here. But not me. I want one more confirmation. And then the next candle forms. A small body bullish candle with a lower rejection wick. That's two candles back to back telling me the same story. Sellers are trying to push lower and failing both times. Buyers are defending this level. That double rejection is my confirmation. Now I'm confident. So I entered my buy trade, 3-minute expiry. The lower band zone is right there. Not one but two rejection candles confirm the bounce, and the overall trend is up. I didn't rush. I waited for the market to prove itself twice before I put my money in. That patience is what keeps you on the right side of the trade. Now watch what happens after the entry. Price doesn't shoot up immediately. It moves sideways for a moment, just settling in. But it's not dropping either. That double rejection at the lower band is holding. The sellers already tried twice and failed, so they're running out of energy, and then the buyers take over. A green candle pushes up. Then another one follows. Price is climbing back up, moving away from the lower band and heading toward the middle band. The pullback is officially over and the uptrend is resuming. And there it is. Green checkmark, trade closed in profit, balance jumped up, and you can see it right there on the screen. Back-to-back wins using the exact same strategy. Same rules, same patience, same discipline. All right, 2 trades down, 2 wins. But the session isn't over. I'm still watching the chart and more setups are forming. Let's keep this going and see what the market gives us next. Stay with me. Okay, now this next trade. I want you to pay close attention because this one is just as important as the wins I showed you earlier. Maybe even more important. Look at the chart. Price dropped hard, went through a strong downtrend, and now it's pulling back. It comes down near the lower Bollinger Band, and right there I see a candle. Small body, lower wick showing rejection. Buyers are stepping in at this level, pushing back against the sellers. The candle is telling me this area might hold, so I entered a buy trade, 3-minute expiry. Lower band zone is right there, rejection candle is confirmed, and the pullback looked like it was losing steam. Based on my rules, this was a valid setup. Everything checked out, so I took the trade. Now here's where things went wrong. Right after my entry, instead of bouncing, price kept falling. Red candle after red candle. Sellers didn't care about that rejection. They pushed right through it. The lower Bollinger Band that was supposed to act as support, price sliced through it like it wasn't even there. You can see the trade marker sitting way above where price is now. The timer is counting down. Just seconds left. And price is well below my entry. There's no recovery coming. This trade is going against me, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't close early. I can't hope it back up. I just have to sit here and watch it play out. And honestly, this is the worst feeling in trading. Not because of the money, but because you did everything right and the market still said no. The setup was there. The rejection candle was there. The rules were followed, and it still didn't work. That's the part no one prepares you for. And there it is. Trade closed. Loss. You can see it right there on the screen. No payout, no profit. The balance didn't move. That trade is gone. Now I could have easily cut this loss out of the video. Most traders on YouTube would. But that's not how this channel works. I show you everything, wins and losses. Because no strategy wins every single trade. If someone tells you theirs does, close that video immediately. Look at the full session. Same rules on every trade. Same Bollinger Bands, same rejection candle, same expiry. The wins were clean. This loss was also clean. I didn't overtrade. I didn't revenge trade. I took a valid setup, it didn't work, and I moved on. That's the difference between a trader who lasts and one who blows their account in a week. If you've made it this far, you're serious about learning, not just watching highlight reels. So grab the free PDF guide from the description. It has the exact rules laid out step by step. Practice on demo first. Master the pattern before you risk real money. And if this video gave you real value, subscribe. No fake results on this channel, just real charts and real lessons. I'll see you in the next one. Trade smart, protect your capital, and remember, one loss doesn't define you. How you respond to